Assalamu alaikum. And thank you everybody. And good evening. My name is Algahaithi Jalo, the Imam of the Medina Community Center. And we're here to express or to talk about some of our concerns. As a Muslim, as somebody who believes in God, we have instructions from God. The reason why He created us different. He said in the Quran, He created us different nations. We live in different places so we can work to know each other, to make life more interesting. So I think the things that we're seeing right now is not directing us towards the correct direction. So as people who know the reason why we're here, we come together to make sure that we don't let the whole nation to go to the wrong direction. We don't let fear to control us, and it's coming to us. How can we defend that? How can we reject that? It's to come together, people who have different beliefs, people who live different places, come together to know that this land was created for us, all of us, and we should go against anything that will go against or ruin those values. So thank you for having me. Thank you.
There are many seats up here. If people who are way in the distance want to come up and join us closer, there are many seats up here now. Please help yourself to them.
Hello everybody, my name is Mouna and I will also be speaking on behalf of the Muslim community here in Madison today. I am not nearly as well known as others on this stage have been, unless some of you frequent the Starbucks on East Washington, where I happen to work, and mess up drinks often, apparently. I may not also have the legal knowledge as many have on the stage, but I think my unique perspective lies in what it's been like growing up as a Muslim American here in the United States. So, it's been a crazy 9 days, huh? As a young Yemeni Muslim American woman with an African American partner, I'm terrified to live in a country that now has a physical manifestation of overt racism, Islamophobia, and hatred as the president. I haven't found the courage it takes to call any of my Yemeni family in Dearborn, who have been fighting effortlessly to bring my father and other loved ones into this country for the past several years. Whenever I would visit Yemen, my little cousins would ask me to tell them stories of how great America is. My uncles would tell me how they can't wait to come here, the land of opportunity, praising this country on the values it's supposed to uphold. And for a recovering Muslim woman, I hate to say that the prejudice didn't begin with Trump. The microaggressions, the blatant ignorance, the long security checks at airports, the racial profiling, it all existed, and it's been increasing since post 9/11. But with Trump in office, none of that hatred or ignorance is hidden anymore. It's all out there. Now it's just being justified and excused and written in the lines of executive orders or aggressive tweets. We need to stick together and use this anger and frustration to further fuel our actions. We will overcome. We cannot let the hateful rhetoric of Trump defeat us. Especially as a young Muslim woman, proudly wearing a hijab, it's a daily thing I fear, because as symbolic as the hijab is for representing Islam, it also makes me a target for more microaggressions, for hateful speech, and God forbid, for hateful acts. I read the news and I see mosques being burned down, innocent Muslims being shot, stabbed, or pushed onto train tracks simply because of how they look. And it's all really scary. And I think this is where we need the aspect of other communities, our own community, allies, and collaboration to take place. I remember a few days ago, after Trump won, one of the churches here in Madison left a note card and some flowers on the door handle of the Eastside Mosque. I'll admit I was afraid to go close to it due to my paranoia and thinking it might not have been as innocent as I hoped it was, but I was relieved to see it was a note of solidarity and of strength. And Trump wants a country of division, and we need to make sure it's not that. It's through this hierarchy of division that overt and institutionalized prejudice and racism has thrived, and the only way to fight back is to stick together, is to be angry, and is to resist in every way that we can. This new administration isn't just a threat to my Gambian, Somali, Syrian, Mexican, Native American brothers and sisters. This administration is a threat to every minority and marginalized group in this country, and that is why we have to work together. And so I call on community leaders to plan events like this that bring us all together. I call on citizens to treat your neighbors kindly and with love and to get to know them. And I beg you all to teach yourselves, know your privilege and use it to help vulnerable communities who don't have that same privilege. Teach yourselves about faiths and practices that you don't know. I can tell you firsthand, the mainstream media does not know Islam. Furthermore, I call on each and every one of us to act on the duties we have as American citizens and write to our lawmakers to make conscious votes for Congress, for local politicians, and to make sure that the power really does stay with the people, and that we remember love trumps hate, and we will overcome. Thank you.